Greetings, this is the Runaway Vagabond, and welcome to my channel. Today is October 30th. I'm about to head to the Geeks and Gamers meetup in Orlando. It's about a 5-hour drive from where I'm at in Georgia, so to Orlando. But just get before I head out, I decided to make my review of Isom #1 from Eric July from the Rippaverse. And I have to say, it's a real amazing book. I read it last Friday while I was working. I work at home. So, um, yeah, the book, pages, everything is just superb. Storyline, really, I'm really excited because now I'm excited for the next issue. I'm going to get back into reading comics more often. Probably my next purchase would be a Cyber Frog from Ethan Van Sciver. But, yeah, so this will be a no spoiler review, but in Isom #1, it's more, I wouldn't say a backstory, but an introduction to many different characters. Um, and, uh, like, there's so much introductions in here that, like, and, in a kind of a unique and mysterious way to where you don't get a full story. You just get a hint at certain people who got powers, some people who don't got powers. Um, um, the concept art also elaborated on some other characters. I won't go into too much detail on the concept art, but gives the concept art gives backstory to how some of the characters came about in the Rippaverse and how Eric kind of brainstormed on that. But the most interesting thing is the Dokumen cards and some of these characters in the books. And one of them, well, two of them actually, which is where I'm more excited about, which I'm not sure if anyone's talked about, is there's a heavy metal band inside the book. And I think in a creative way, they're kind of like mysterious, but like you can tell they're ancient beings. And I think what it is like you get a hint that they've been living forever. Like they're, as opposed to just humans with powers, they're more like gods or from mythology of both African and Nordic and Vikings and stuff like that. And so they have a heavy metal band called Norfrika, and you get a hint at their powers. So it's like they're living in the human world, or within our realm, just living with normal day humans, and they have a heavy metal concert, and people don't know what's going on. Well, they see these powers, but they think it's like part of the light show or something like that, which I find unique. But you get a lot of hints at a backstories to different characters, and what's real exciting is that it the whole book builds up to maybe the next one's probably going to be a big collide between all these different people with powers, some people without powers. What I also like in this Rippaverse book or in Isom #1 is that the heroes are not overpowered. And maybe one guy is. We haven't seen him fight too much, which is one of the leaders of Alpha Corps. You could feel like he's kind of like a Superman type character, always working hard, for the law and stuff like that, and with high standing morals. Whether they're right or wrong is up to you to agree. But I find it real unique, and so with the Dokumen cards, when you read them, you get a sense that Dokumen himself is more like maybe a historian. That's the vibe I get. Maybe like a historian that like likes to keep vibes and watch what's going on. Uh, Maybe not manipulating things, but I feel like he's more. He's not in the book, but I feel like he's more from reading the cards. He kind of like monitors what's going on Earth, and he's just kind of pondering what's going on. I kind of like Varuk in Death Note, where even though he drops the Death Note, he's kind of like watching things play out, and he doesn't have a side. And I kind of figure Dokuman might be one of those type of people. Um, or like the owl that was in the Great Library in the Avatar: The Last Airbender. But what I like Isom, um, a lot of the characters they seem like there's either a couple possibilities. They might have one singular power, or they might hint at, or they got more than one power and use in unique in different ways. Isom, I'm not going to spoil anything, so but one thing for sure, you probably get hint out that he might have like super strength and maybe some other abilities. I don't know yet, and I think we'll find out more as more issues come arise. But Yaira makes an entrance, and she actually has an interaction with Isam on accident, with like a misunderstanding, and so she has a unique power. You get also introduced to Isam's family in the book, and um, his sister. You get hinted at that. I have a feeling in there might have been an event in the past that's kind of like the Big Bang and Static Shock, where this event kind of gave people powers, but also too, you also hinted at that some people are just maybe born with powers completely or just don't have. So that's the feeling that I get with the main protagonist is Darian Fratino, and you could him and Isom went to high school together, and I figure Darian is more of like how could I say like a Lex Luthor character, has no powers but has the mindset to manipulate and what's going on with the city and with his wealth and power in that sense. So he don't have physical powers, mystical powers or anything. It's more like your Lex Luthor, where he's able to go toe to toe with like the likes of Superman and stuff without having superpowers. So I find him real unique. We'll probably find out more of his and backstory and Isam's together, but he seems like he's going to be the main protagonist in this set of stories. Um, I'm not going to go over every character. I'm just making it real brief because I still had to take off, and I got a 5 hour and 18-minute drive down to Orlando for the Geeks and Gamers meetup. If you see me there, I'll probably be wearing a Guts T-shirt, and some of these are the Alpha Core members. Oh, with the Dokumen cards, my favorite ones happen to be the ones with like a city background, because it brings out. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but what's the character? The backgrounds kind of bring it to a three-dimensional level, which I really love. These are high quality cards, and if you missed out, I'm sorry. But I hope he keeps making more of these with the different issues. Um, but yeah, my favorite two characters so far, besides Isam and Yara, is Valadin. He's the leader of the heavy metal band, which I get, and then you get this guy, Takari, and I'm more excited about these two, and hoping they also get their own set of issues coming in the next future. Um, but these are the two prominent figures in the heavy metal band. He's the guitarist, he's the lead singer, and Valentin's. I don't know if the camera caught that. Valentin's the lead singer. Takari is like the guitarist in the group, and they're hinting at something's going down in Earth, and they might have to intervene. So, real build up. It's on number one's kind of a build up into the next issue, and brief introduction to characters. Still focused mainly on Insom and Darian. He has an incident where he has to come out of the farming life. I guess he escaped town as Forest Park. I'm guessing at Forest Park, Texas, and I'm guessing that's based off of a Forest Park, Texas, like an actual park, and Eric combined the name to create Forest Park, the city, in there. And so it's a real algorithm of different characters, and I really look forward to it. I'm real excited. Um, also too, like I'm gonna start working out again. I do capoeira and stuff, but I really want to get back to my groove and maybe cosplay myself as Takari because I also have dreadlocks. But oh, as you're not aware, a lot of the Dokuman cards on the back have kind of a slight insight of different characters. It doesn't say all these details in the book, so I guess the more Dokuman cards you collect, they're gonna have different stories and stuff about, not really stories, but more backstories about the certain characters and whatnot. But I'm real excited, and I like if Eric sees this, I like to say thank you for making this book. I think the last set of comic books I bought was Conan and Wonder Woman, and after that I didn't even read those. I just bought them, and I'm a big Conan the Barbarian fan. So, but other than that was the only reason I bought them. Like I'm not really into the whole like non-canon stories either, but I cap I caved in and picked those up. And Eric, again, thank you for this amazing story. Looking forward to the next one. And if you can, I did this on my Digimon game mat. Can you make a Rippaverse mat? And I would really love that. I'm just hoping if I go play Magic the Gathering or something at a card store and someone's like, "Oh, what did you see? Get that mat from?" And shoot, that lead more people to Rippaverse. All right, thank you, and I'll enjoy it for my next video.